So I found this Facebook post from 2012. Obviously, I blocked the person's name out for privacy reasons, but it says, I was going through a desk drawer when I found a great memory. When Jerry Springer was on WLWT in 1991, he gave a commentary on New Kids on the block. And being my opinionated self, I wrote 10 pages telling him that New Kids were like the Beatles, and he should quit picking on them because they were timeless. I still loved them and the Beatles. Months later, I got a letter back that had his autograph, and now I get psyched every time I look at it. I wonder if he knew he made an 11, now 33-year-old psych, now 43. But I just thought that was interesting, and obviously me being a nerd, I looked it up, and they were in Cincy on actually July 10th, 1990, so it wasn't 91, so small correction there, but I'd be curious to know what he said if anyone remembers it. I'm sure it wasn't like anything that bad. It was probably just, if I'm guessing, it was probably just along the lines of, that, maybe it's kind of vapid pop music, and it's not gonna, with time, it's not gonna stand up against like the Beatles or something, which he would have been correct about. And it's like, but he wasn't like this like stodgy. He's a big music fan. I mean, we know at the very least he likes the Stones and Springsteen and the Eagles, Linda Ronstadt from the '70s and stuff. And I even wouldn't be surprised if he liked some of the softer '80s music. Some of like if we're talking about what's current for that time, like probably like Don Henley, Phil Collins type stuff. But 45-year-old, he's not going to be a fan of New Kids, obviously. I mean, obviously, I'd love to actually, if anyone taped it back then, obviously, I'd love if someone posted it. I'd love to see what he actually did say about it, or any of those old school commentaries in general. But on the one hand, I do understand. I guess when you're that age, if it's like something that's your favorite band, anything that's even like remote, anything that's like even like remotely like dragging it can seem like a big deal, especially when you're that age.